I mean, again, I think we would perhaps suggest focusing maybe less on the stock market and more on the underlying fundamentals of the economy, and those things that make Malaysia an attractive place for both domestic and foreigners to invest over the medium and, in fact, over the long term. And firstly, Malaysia's starting point is a very strong one. As mentioned already, the economy is growing at a commendable rate. We see solid foundations in terms of diversified economy, a favorable geographic location at the heart of a fast-growing region, and with solid foundations in terms of physical infrastructure as well as human capital and human infrastructure. But there's certainly areas for improvement, and I think areas of focus that Malaysia could look towards to both safeguard those fundamentals and ensure that growth continues as Malaysia sort of continues to move forward and particularly looks towards a high-income economy. So a number of areas, for example, in human capital, Malaysia has performs well compared to other upper middle-income economies, but increasingly, Malaysia's aspirational peers are high-income and developed economies, and when we start to compare against those comparators, there are some areas where perhaps Malaysia could do better, and so that might be an area of focus going forward. Perhaps another area as well might be, we know that over time Malaysia will need to rebuild its ruffers, manage its debt sustainably, and increase its sources of revenue to meet its needs going forward. On the World Bank's doing business indicators, Malaysia is ranked 16 in the world, so has one of the world's top regulatory environments for doing business, meaning it's quick and simple to start a business and follow various 15th in the world. Sorry. I think the challenge is, well, how can Malaysia do more to try and sort of stimulate greater both domestic and foreign investment? Now, part of that is improving and building on human capital. Part of that is sort of continued regulatory reform and improvements to the investment climate. And part of that is also being, recognizing that, given limited fiscal space, perhaps Malaysia's investment incentives will need to be a little bit more targeted and focused around sort of attracting the highest quality investment, which creates, high-skilled jobs, new areas of competitiveness.